What's up, guys? It's your boy KD. Well, I'm sitting here and I'm just basically doing my 10-hour reset. So I decided that I would do a story time. Okay? Now, this story time is, I don't know what we're gonna call this story time. So this first story time is I'm gonna do the time I got arrested in Atlanta. Okay, so it was sometime in 2019. Actually, it was June or July in 2019. I decided to move to Atlanta. Now, plans was when I moved to Atlanta that I was gonna stay with my uncle. Thing about it was he couldn't have gas at his house. Plus, me and his wife had got into it because she took his kid. Well, their kid, yeah. But nevertheless, she took the baby. Now, this woman's on drugs, so she took the baby, and me and her got into it over the baby. So I had to leave. Now, in the midst of that, I had rode up there with my auntie, which is his ex-wife. I rode up there with my auntie in an RV. So that night she came and got me. She was like, well, Kay, I don't think you need to stay. You just come out on the road with me and, we just do what we have to do. I said, okay, fine, I'm cool with it. So what happened was that night, we was in an RV fight. I lost everything. I lost my all kind of clothes, birth certificate, social security card, important documents that I needed. I ended up losing. So I couldn't get no job in Atlanta because I didn't have no identification. So what I had to do was I ended up doing porn. Yes, I ended up doing porn, and only in order to make the money that I need in order to get my social security card, my birth certificate, ID, all of that. I did porn, saved up my money so I can get my stuff right. So what ended up happening was I met this guy. His name, I'm just gonna call him Jay. His name was Jay. So I met Jay. We met off this this gay app called Jack. We ended up messing around, and he ended up letting me stay at his house. I was telling him my stories like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm waiting on housing authorities, all kind of stuff. I was telling him I was waiting on this, I was waiting on that. So he was like, well, you just come to my house. So I ended up staying a couple of nights at his house. Come and find out, he found out that I know how to do hair. He found out that I knew how to do hair. So what I ended up doing was I ended up doing his hair. And in one of my posts, my auntie, the one who took me there to Atlanta, she ended up telling me, she was like, Kay, me and her used to date in high school. So I'm saying, oh crap, what the F have I done? So she basically told him to take care of me, told him how close we are to take care of me. So months went on, I ended up getting my stuff together, I ended up getting a job. When I ended up getting a job, what happened was this other guy moved in. We're gonna call this other guy, we're gonna call him Randy. Oh hell, that's his real name. Shit. But yeah, Randy. So what happened was Randy ended up moving in, and like in the other house full of gays, he ended up having sex. And what happened was we started bumping heads because for some reason he always now Randy used to do porn as well. Well, Randy does porn as well. So I was like, well, this is my home. This is where I lay my head. I'm not gonna do porn here where I lay my head. So he kept asking. He kept hitting up me on different websites, all type of gay website on my Twitter, everything. He kept hitting me up, wanted to do porn, and I was like, no, we're not gonna do. We're gonna do that. Not here. We can mess around long, you know. We can mess around as many times as we want to, but I'm not finna let you record me in the comfort of my home. So every time I used to bring guests over, he'll pop in my room. He'll end up doing this and doing that. So we kept bumping heads, and I'm the type. One thing about me, I am the type that I don't bother nobody. I went to work. After I got done working, when I got off, I sat in the corner of the porch and I smoked me a black or weed or whatever the case was, and I'd be by myself, listen to gospel, you know, be by myself. So my best friend was like, well, KD, he finna move, so don't you say nothing to him, and Randy, don't you say nothing to KD. Cool. Now that's music out of my ears. Cause I can literally walk past you and act like you don't even exist. That's how cold-hearted I can be. So one day we ended up messing around, but he was sick. He did not let me know he was sick. He had a STD or something like that. He had something that was serious, and he did not let me know. So what happened was, I was gonna go report him after I got my test results back, and they showed, you know, I had to go for my 3-month checkup, and when I went there, I had told her, I said, look, I just found out such and such and such. You know, I let her know what it was. So she texted me. She called me back. She said, yeah, that happened. So what took place was, I'm gonna report him because you knew you were sick, right? If you know you sick and you still passing this stuff on, why? Why? I don't understand that. Why? So what he did was, one day he was like, on my way to report him. Now keep in mind, how I found out was, we was actually living in the same room because Jay had to evict someone. So Randy was gonna get that room. So what Jeff did was, Jeff said, okay, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, then you don't say nothing to him, he don't say nothing to you. And like I said, you know, there's music to my ears. So that's how, what happened was, I was cleaning up my room and I found the test results paper of Randy's. So what I did was, I ended up reading over, I showed it to Jeff. Jeff said, oh my God. So me, I felt very hurt because I had to find out not by your mouth, but by papers that you left in my room when I was cleaning up. So after which, he decides to still try to communicate with me. I was like, no. Now one day, it was just me and him. He came and he was like, he was high off whatever the hell he was smoking on. It was like, KD, do you want to get high and have butt naked nasty sex? I'm like, no. So what happened was, it was the night before my birthday. I had some guests over. Of course, he was peeping in my room, cutting holes where he could see me. I mean, the stuff was weird. It was very weird. It was very uncomfortable. And I kept warning Jeff, please do something about him, because I have a feeling that I'm going to end up hurting him. So what ended up happening was, my birthday was November the 6th. November the 7th, it was hangover days. And I was in my mood because the birthday celebration really didn't turn out. It wasn't as many people as I wanted to be. But again, it was enough for me to do what I wanted to do. So what happened was, I was finna go report him. So when I was about to go report him, he said, KD, I need to talk to you. I was like, no, you don't need to talk to me. He said, motherfucker, didn't I say I need to talk to you? And I turned around. Now, I have 3 split personalities. I have KD, which is me now. I have Kadarians, which is my professional side, more like the pastor side of me. And I have Keisha. Now, Keisha is the witch don't nobody want to see, because she's evil. So immediately, like at that day, it was a /Keisha/KD day. KD was trying to overcome Keisha, but Keisha still wanted to do what she wanted to do. So went from KD to Keisha immediately. And I stepped to him. I said, now didn't my best friend say for us not to say nothing to each other? Why are you talking to me? Why are you messing with me? Why? And I stepped closer to his face. See, me, I step to your face, but I won't hit you unless you hit me, because when you hit me, then I have a right to defend myself. So what happened was, he fell for it. He hit me. No, he didn't hit me first. He pushed me. So I pushed him back. Now, me, I used to play football, you know, so I have a lot of strength. So I pushed him. And when I pushed him, he went on the side of the porch. So he came back and he hit me. So, back up. Before he pushed me, I grabbed the alcohol bottle from November the 6th, which is my birthday. I grabbed the alcohol bottle. It was some type of gin, vodka or something. I grabbed that, and what I did was, I sat it on the table, and he was like, you're not going to hit me with that. I said, okay. So he hit me. So I grabbed the bottle and I swung. Hit him straight in the head. I kept hitting him with the bottle. I kept hitting him. For some reason, that bottle just wouldn't do what it wanted to do. So I took my left hand and choked him, horse collar him by his neck where he couldn't breathe, and I was just working him with my fist. He ended up pushing me to the window, and I just went like this. When I went like this, he got away. So I was like, oh hell no, because I'm not done. I'm not done. Well, Keisha wasn't done. Keisha was not done. So, because he been messing with me for months. He been messing with me. He been doing little cheap shots. He used to get me fussed at by Jay. He used to get me fussed at, but it was him that's doing this stuff. So I had enough. One thing about me, if you push me to the point where I want to fight you, I'm not going to stop until I get you. That's just me. So I ended up taking my shorts off, my pants off. Anybody that know me know that I like wearing shorts, gym shorts up under my pants, because I'm easy to get cold. Sometimes I just, if I don't have like a belt or something, I wear the extra shorts up under there just to make myself bigger, you know. So I ended up taking them off, and I'm still chasing after him. He done ran all the way up the road. Somebody help me! Somebody help me! And one man said, get that out of my porch, because they know what the type of guy he is. He do stuff and then go run and call the police. So, one more important details. When he pushed me, when I stepped back up to him, after I catch my balance, when he pushed me, he immediately took out his phone and started recording me. So, when I was fighting him, he ended up leaving the phone on the table. So, what happened was, after he After he ran up the road and he saw nobody was to try to help him, cause I'm the type where I would walk up the road when I walk to work. I'm speaking, hey, how you doing? Be blessed, have a blessed day. God got a blessing for you, different stuff like that. That's the type of person that I am. So what happened was after I did, they saw what type. And another thing was every time the police was called to the house, it was because of him. He got into it with so many people, so many roommates. Their police had to be called. So he called the police. So immediately I had to stop Keisha and get into Kadarian's mode. Forget KD, get in Kadarian's mode. So in order for me to get to Kadarian's mode, I had to get to KD, then Kadarian. So what I did was I played smart. I ended up picking his phone up, smashing it on the concrete because you got evidence of me doing something wrong, but not you. So no, I smashed the phone, threw it behind the house, behind somebody else's house. Then I smoked me a blunt. The reason I smoked me a blunt because I needed to calm myself down, all the way down. So I'm sitting on the porch because I knew he was gonna call the police. I sat on the porch just waiting, calm myself down. So by the time the police got there, I'm Kadarian's. Hey, how are you? I'm well. So can you tell me what went on? I told him word for word everything that went on. That made him leave because he was aggressive. He came towards me. So the next day go by. When the next day go by, it's a knock on the door. Who is it? Him and the freaking police. This dude came back with 2 restraining orders. One with my name and one with Jay's. Now, how in the world can you file a restraining order on somebody who you living with? Yes. Yeah, I want y'all to understand this. This boy filed, basically what he did was he acted like he was in Jay's shoes. And what he did was he went and filed a restraining order on me and Jay. Now, this is Jay's house. You stand in Jay's house, you behind on your rent. You on the borderline of getting evicted because you want to spend your money doing drugs instead of paying your rent. So he's sitting up here. I'm very observant. That's one thing about me. I am very, very observant. So I'm gonna take time. I'm gonna read this. So I'm flipping through this. I'm like, now what the hell is this? Jay, did you see this? Jay said, KD, I got one too, and this is my house. And they was trying to tell him, how can he do this and this is my house? So Jay couldn't come in the same kitchen when, it was so stupid. Jay couldn't be in the same kitchen when he's in there. They couldn't be so many feet apart. So he wanted me gone. And one thing about me, like I said before, I'm very observant. So one thing about it, my name is spelled a different way. This dude had my name spelled Kadrous. I said, oh baby, this is not me. And I said, here you go, officer. Once you find him, you make sure you get that to him. And he said, what are you saying? I said, this is not me. That is not how you spell my name. Then the boy said, Randy said, well, you know that's for you. I said, no, I'm not going to pretend to be somebody that I'm not. So what he did was he went to my job. I worked at Popeyes down the road. It literally took me 5 or 6 minutes to walk from the house up to the apartment. Up to my job. I was in line for a promotion and everything. Y'all, they was training me to be a manager and everything. So after I got back, maybe 2 or 3 days later, here come the police again. He done found my damn name. Spelled it exactly correct. Come and found out my social security card, mister. This nigga done got my damn social security card. So what happened was I had to leave for, I think it was 10 days. I had to go stay with a friend. It's a group that we was in. And I had to go stay with him for 10 days. So I get back. I had to have some important medicine. No, I go back. No, that's on down the line. So when we went to court, You know, this nigga had a lawyer. Had a lawyer here, man, Jeff here, thinking, oh, things gonna be alright. Little that we know, it wasn't so alright. So, they extended the warrant. I mean, they extended the what's the name for me, where the restraining order for me, which meant I had to leave. Now, what made me so mad was I had just paid my rent. All the money that I had gone because I paid my rent. So I had to get my stuff and I had to leave. I was thinking the whole day, what am I going to do? Now, what happened was that night I didn't have nowhere to go, so Jeff, he snuck me in his room, and I stayed in. You know, I slept with Jeff that night. So what happened was, after we got ready to leave, I was gonna go to work. He saw me coming out the house. So what he do, like he always do, get that little phone out and start recording. He's chasing me up the road, recorded me. So what I did was I had to immediately call somebody from Mississippi. Hey, can you wire me some money so I can go home? So I ended up leaving. Now after that, when the police came, they ended up arresting Jay. They arrested Jay because he lied. He said Jay hit him. Now Jay is a veteran, trained combat trained. So if Jeff would have hit you, he would have knocked your tail out. Jay ended up having to leave his house, had to go to jail, had to go to the lawyer, had to get all this stuff beat. All because somebody lied. All because somebody wanted to do porn. All because basically somebody got his ass whooped and can't take a beating. So that's it. That's it. And I don't ever want to see him again. But if I do, I'm going to tag that. I'm going to get him. But hopefully I don't never come across him. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for tuning in. There'll be more story time and hopefully longer story times. I really do have to get some sleep because I had to get up around 5 or 6 o'clock this time to go to California. So with that being said, y'all guys, another thing, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Let me know what you think. Let me know inputs, ask questions, and I will most definitely get back with you guys. Also, I having a giveaway. Now, at first I was doing $150 by myself. Then my cousin, Lil Lynch, Fairhead, Damaris Jones, whatever you want to call him, he said, okay, if you do 150, I'll do 150. So 150 plus 150 equals 300. So now you have an opportunity, people, to win $300. All thing you have to do is comment. All thing you have to do is subscribe to my channel, comment your Instagram name. I'm tired. I'm sorry. Comment your Instagram name, like this video, and your Instagram name will be put into a drawing. And this drawing is gonna take place. Let's pick a date because I really haven't picked a date. It will take place December the 18th. Okay? So, you have a chance right now as we speak, to like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell so you can know every time I post. And please, comment your Instagram name on this video below or any other video. I check all notifications. Click, send your Instagram name, and your name will be put into a drawing in order to win this $300 card. Thank you, and y'all have a blessed night. Please guys, follow the social media pages down below. They're going to be in the description down below. Make sure that you stay connected with me. Our saying here is, help me to help you, to help me, to help us grow together, okay? Y'all be blessed. Y'all have a happy holidays. Y'all, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. I'm getting more and more equipment. I got a new camera. I got a ring light. I got a laptop. I got the GoPros. I got a GoPro. I'm going to get another GoPro. So, y'all, we're going to get this to where we need to be. If I'm doing my stuff, I just need you to do your part. And that's just constantly feed me what you want to know. Okay? So, y'all have a nice night.